Movements for golfers. Today, I'm going to show you 3 movements that we use with our clients that play golf every single day to ensure that they're keeping their back healthy long term and making sure they can keep on playing golf for the foreseeable future. These exercises are not limited to just golfers. They're fantastic exercises that are going to build strength, especially if you're doing a lot of rotation or movements that can put torsion through the spine. So check these out. If you're not a golfer, I urge you to watch these exercises and see if you can fit them into your routine to prevent you having any low back issues in the long run. Remember, low back pain is something that will fluctuate, but if you don't get on top of it when it is feeling good, it will ultimately come back and give you problems in the future. My name is Dr. Jeremy Andrews. I'm a doctor of chiropractic here at West Chiropractic in Surrey, and we help people with chronic lower back pain and knee pain avoid a lifetime of painkillers and surgery. So let's get into it. The first exercise I'm going to show you is the Pallof press. This is quite an intricate exercise, and it's one that I first got taught in a CrossFit class where they were trying to teach me shoulder and core stability. So it's a fantastic movement. You really need to make sure that you're keeping your core nice and tight and making sure that the shoulders are moving well. It's going to help with that rotation, particularly on those long iron shots and driver shots, to making sure we're getting less rotational stress through the body and using the obliques, making sure the core is tight and helping stabilize the glutes. So let me show you this one. Okay, so you're gonna need a band. I like to do this on the floor because it's a pretty good height where the door frame is here. So I'm looping the band around the door handle here, and then you can use the tension to move away like this. Now, you want to get both hands like this, and the band needs to be around chest height. So get as much tension on as you like. I would say start with less than you think you need, and then you can always gradually build up. Now, the premise behind the Pallof press is to make sure that the core is tight, make sure this area is tight as well, and we're then extending the arms. Now, the tendency here is that the band's going to want to try and pull you this way. Well, don't let that happen. You really need to make sure that your wrist is in the middle of the chest like this, so that we tension the core, tension the side, pushing out, breathe in, hold, and then all the way back out. You should feel that transitional stress coming across the base of the spine and the core. That's great. Again, breathing in, full extension of the arms, and then coming back out like this. Breathing in, and then coming out like this. Okay, we can get a bit further away. Starts to get a bit harder. Make sure you do it on the door on the other side. I'm doing it on the door on this side. So again, like this. Keep that core tight. Okay, so same thing here. You want to make sure chest like this and then going out like that. So you shouldn't be able to see my knuckles from this angle because everything should be nice and straight. Okay, side view here. So tension on the band. Like this. Okay, so that is the Pallof press. Now, what you can do on those is do 10 on each side. So you need to make sure if you're pulling from this side and pushing out, you're then doing 10 of those, and you're also repeating 10 on the other side. So make sure that we're getting the stability on both sides of the body. Obviously, golf is either right-handed or you're left-handed, but we need to make sure that we're strengthening up either side. So what is this going to help with? It's going to help with core strength, trunk rotation strength as well. So when you're going through the backswing on those long iron shots, it's going to take a lot of stress off your lower back and your discs. That's the most important thing we need to do to prevent you from getting lower back pain when you're playing golf in the long run. Second movement is a wood chopper. So a wood chopper, again, is a great way to get that flagship strength coming across the body. I call it the beauty pageant sash. So if you ever watched a beauty pageant, you've seen Miss America or Miss Universe, they wear those sashes that come across here. Those are the muscles that we're trying to strengthen when we're doing wood choppers. They're another great simple exercise you can do at home if you have a resistance band. And again, you want to work both sides similar to the Pallof press. So let me show you these. Okay, so you want to put the band on the base of the door frame or get someone to stand on the bottom of the band, but essentially it wants to come up at an angle like this. Okay, so you can see you want to grip it on the front like this and essentially have your core nice and strong, glutes tense, and I'm going to try and pull through here all the way up. Now it needs to be one fluid movement, and the same thing here again. So one fluid movement like this. keeping the core nice and strong, tummy button sucked in, going all the way up to the top like this. Now, a couple of don't do's. Don't rotate like this and twist the hips. That's not going to work. Need to make sure we're keeping the body fixed, the lumbar spine fixed, and we're not rotating through there. We're just helping the obliques, the core muscles, and the glutes. So keeping everything nice and tight. Taking a deep breath in, and then all the way out on the release. Let me show you from the other side. So here, knees bent, pulling all the way up like this, and all the way like this. You need to make sure that you're not causing too much rotation through the body. You're keeping everything nice and fixed, and that's going to help build that core stability, take all the pressure off the base. You're going to squeeze the glutes as well, which is great. You need to make sure the glutes are firing up. So when you're actually going through that golf swing, we're not using too much of our rotational stress. We're using the oblique muscles, we've got those deep internal stabilizers, and the force won't go through the discs. If we're trying to flash the disc and you're trying to really smash that 250, 300 yard drive, and it's all going through the discs, that's going to cause back pain. It's going to make the back nine really horrible to walk around, especially if you're carrying bags. It's a hilly course. It's a recipe for disaster. So make sure that we're using these muscles, training these muscles, and everything in good position. Okay, the third exercise is going to be a plank with leg lift. These are really important to ensure that we're taking pressure off the base of the spine. They're going to activate your deep core stabilizers, and they're going to try and add some rotational stress into your body. Now, what your body then needs to do is make sure that you're keeping everything flat and we're not causing that rotation through the spine. Let's keep it nice and even. So let me show you this one. Okay, so let me show you like this to start with. So a normal plank like this, on the elbows, making sure the core is nice and stable, squeeze the buttocks, making sure you're nice and flat. And then very simply, it's going to be a leg lift like this. Now, what that's going to do is prevent this movement and keep everything nice and flat through there. Come back down if it's too hard. Even if you only do 2 seconds, that's perfect. Go back to normal. And then we bring the other one up like this and then come back down like that. Okay, so nice and basic, keep it nice and simple. Let me show you from the other side. Okay, so like this, leg comes up and then back down. Try and keep going for 20 seconds on this one, okay? Leg comes up and then back down. Okay, so there we have it. Those are my 3 exercises to help with back pain when you're playing golf. It's really important you're doing these exercises when you are feeling good. Just as important as when you're doing them when you're not feeling good. So remember, back pain is cyclical. It's really important you get on top of it when you're feeling good so you can get the movements in there, improve your strength, and making sure you can play those full 18 and get to the 19th and relax. If you like the video, please hit the like button. Please subscribe to the channel for our regular updates. And you can grab copies of my best-selling books here, The Secret Cure to Back Pain, How to Avoid a Lifetime of Painkillers and Surgery and Transform Your Back. See you next time.